Hey everybody, Payments Professor here, and it's time to go beyond the bow tie. Today, we're going to talk about audio, but we've already talked about audio. I know, we're going to talk about it again. Stay tuned. I've had some questions come in that people said, Professor, I've watched some of your videos and you've got all of this different audio equipment going on. What in the world is going on with that audio equipment? Well, I've got all this audio equipment because, well, it's for different purposes. And one of the key things I tell people when I'm working with them to help improve how they are speaking, and yes, I do this, I coach people to how to speak better and appear better online. And one of the key things I tell them is it's going to be how you sound. Yes, your sound is so important. You want to make sure you get good quality sound. So I have different ways of doing the sound. We've talked before about having the Rode mic. That's what I have, here it is, plugged into this particular camera. We'll have a series on cameras very soon. I got a lot of cameras. I love cameras. I can even give you some tips and tricks and hints on affordable cameras, quality cameras, whatever you're looking for. Well, with sound, it depends on what I'm doing. If you saw the losses at light speed and you heard the audio on that, well, that went through the ATEM, and that ATEM actually had a microphone, a lavalier microphone added to it. Well, I also have now expanded to where I have what's called a Zoom. Now, this is not the Zoom like the webinar Zoom, but it's spelled the same. This is a Zoom L8, and this is my soundboard. It's my sound mixer. I now run my sound through that for most of my webinars and my live events. And it's also got what we call a lavalier mic that it plugs right into it. But I've also expanded to have this microphone. It's kind of hard to see there. There we go. This is a shotgun mic. Now that shotgun mic, that's particularly a shotgun Deity short one. Really good, high quality. It's what I use within the Payments Professor courses you'll find on the paymentsprofessor.com website. I use a larger version of that to be able to capture those real high quality, high end videos. Great when it comes to sound. But then people have pointed out, but you got this thing over here on the side too. What is that? I've talked about that one in earlier videos. All the videos are on the YouTube channel. You can go check them out, where I'm working with the Tascam Mini. Highly recommend this one. $50 is it. I think I've even seen them for $40 according to a couple of people that have emailed me in that they've gone down in price since COVID started and a lot of newer stuff has come out. But I have my mic here hooked up to that because that one just plugs in real easy for a USB connection. Doesn't take a lot of high-end finagling or understanding of how sound works to be able to use, but yet improves your quality. Now, I use this one for the Payments Podium. That's the Payments Professor podcast. And that is because on the podcast, I can be right up close to it. And this mic is great because you do have to be right up close to it for it to work the most effectively. Now, I don't even have it on, but here I am showing you how I talk to it. And I use it in the podcast because in the podcast, I do capture some video of the people on the podcast, but I am not capturing myself, so it doesn't matter. But it gives really high quality podcast audio. High quality podcast audio. So different mics for different purposes. And one of the key things, even before you get how you look, which we discussed in a previous Beyond the Bow Tie series, is how do you sound? Again, you want more on how you can sound better, look better, even present better when it comes to being in this new online world that we're living in, email me, kevin@paymentsprofessor.com. Or if there's something you'd like to know as far as my tips, my tricks, my hints, I'd be glad to share them with you. Look forward to seeing you in a future class.